Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today I'm using these peacock dice that belong to my wife. Thanks, honey. Let's get started with our roll for bread. 1. Fairy bread. Fairy bread is a simple dessert from Australia and New Zealand, made by first spreading butter over untoasted white bread, and then adding these small, colorful sprinkles that they refer to as hundreds and thousands. We call them nonpareils or just sprinkles. Starting off interesting today for sure. Next up, let's roll for our main. 7. Serrano Ham. Serrano ham is a dry-cured ham that comes from the Pyrenees Mountains of Spain. It's similar to the Italian prosciutto, but it is aged for a longer period of time, making it drier and more intense in flavor. It is salty and rich, and is often eaten as a component of tapas. So far, I actually think that these two ingredients will balance each other out a little bit flavor-wise. Next up, let's roll for our cheese. 2. Provolone. The provolone was a decent roll here. It's gonna let the ham take the front seat and support with that little bit of smokiness. Next up, let's roll our roughage. 4 sun-dried tomatoes and 6 red onion. I am not the biggest fan of sun-dried tomatoes. I love raw tomatoes, but as you know, I don't like ketchup. Something about the way that the sun-drying process changes the flavor of tomatoes is just not one that I jive with. They seem to completely take over any dish that they're in. Hopefully that won't be the case here. Now, I can see the raw red onion working well with the Serrano ham, but we really won't know until I taste it. All right, next let's roll our wild magic. 6, it's bacon bits. All right, well, I guess we're gonna add a little bit more salty pork to our salty pork. Whatever you say, dice. And last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. 16, Magnificauce. This is basically Trader Joe's version of Big Mac sauce. It's most likely got a mayo base, it's a little bit tangy, tastes like there's some sweet pickle relish in there. Honestly, might not be the worst fit for this one, but we'll see. Let's get our toothpicks in to hold it together and let's get it cut in half. And let's take a look at that cross section. Okay. All right, well, this one definitely seems like it'll be interesting and definitely not as terrifying as Friday. Let's give it a taste. Well, right off the bat, you can taste that ham. And the sun-dried tomatoes are trying to shine through, but honestly, the butter and the sugar from the sprinkles is kind of mellowing it out a little bit. This actually works way better than expected. It really is funny. You never know what you're gonna get with these sandwiches, and things you'd never think to combine sometimes just work. It's not the best sandwich I've ever had, but it definitely deserves some recognition. And I'm gonna give this one an 8.4. And I'm gonna call it the Fairies Wear Boots. Thanks for joining me today on Roll for Sandwich. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Peace.